Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
Big Family Homestead. Okay, so I just got off of a phone call that prompted this video. And the video title, it's true, it's not clickbait. This is one thing, one of really, really important things that you need. It's essential, but you cannot buy it. And she kind of knows because I just told her. So if I ask what would it be kind of a...
You want me to answer?
Well, maybe we should tell them why first.
Why should I answer?
No.
Okay.
Okay, here's the scoop. Got off a phone call. The side note thing is this person was frustrated with Thrive Life. They're customers of ours, and this is not a Thrive Life commercial, but he was just letting me know some of his frustrations, and I was just trying to be supportive and say, look, things have been interesting at times, and then they've been great, and so make your own choice, whatever's best for you and your family. But the conversation led to something that I think is super, super important that we don't talk enough about, especially now. And what is that one thing, Mom?
Building community.
You have got to have people in your lives, whether it's family members or neighbors or just co-workers that
You're on the same page.
have your back.
Yeah. I mean, so many people are against each other now, and it's
unhealthy, and it's going to be dangerous.
very unhealthy.
It's going to be dangerous. Okay, so here, the phone call was what made me start thinking, but it's, okay, just look at the headlines. The country and the world are headed for a bad place. Not that we're already not there, but it's going to get really bad, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, just here's a silly little thing. Look at the amount of people that are buying potassium iodide pills now. Why do you don't need to say this because I don't want to get it flagged, but there's one reason why you buy potassium iodide pills.
Just search it. You'll know. You'll see.
It's not a supplement. And that's a very real threat right now. It's a very real threat. So that made me start thinking. I mean, we don't do fear, so don't get that.
No.
But when we're in a situation like we're in, with the economy the way it is, people losing jobs, the threat, very real threat of increased conflict around the globe, it's going to eventually come knocking on our door. So, do you even know who all of your neighbors are?
Do you know what they believe?
Are they psycho?
Right.
Might be good to know.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just saying you need to know who's in your foxhole, right?
Right. You need to be aware of what is going on around you, in your neighborhood, in your apartment building, in your city, in your town. I mean, you need to know what's going on. You can't bury your head in the sand and just think it's all going to be okay.
Well, and building community is going to help you not only know who's who and what's what, but you're going to need to be able to have each other's backs. For example, this is not to toot our own horn because I promise you it's not that big of a deal for us anyway. We have a neighbor that has been so awesome because he knows I have a bad back, and he actually had been doing the saw work for our firewood. Then we split it, carry it, stack it. Well, in exchange, we loan him our tractor when he needs it, and in exchange, we were over there picking up some of the big chunks of wood and bringing them over to stack on his pile because he's not around all the time during the week.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
I love having that kind of relationship. We give them eggs sometimes, and then they'll bring scraps from the garden for our chickens. And you know what? I know that if times got hard, we could actually rely on them more than we are.
Right. Well, and they could rely on us more than they are.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what neighbors can do for each other.
So here's a question. And please put in the comment section down below your suggestions on how to get to know your neighbors to build community in a maybe non-confrontive way that might just open doors. Here's a suggestion. Fresh baked pie.
Bread.
Every time. Works every time.
Fresh baked bread is
Yeah.
another one.
You bring a warm loaf of bread over to somebody's house and just say, hey, I just wanted to bring this over because honestly, I don't know you that well and wanted you to know that we're here.
Yep.
And just want to say hi.
Yeah.
It does not have to be long and weird. You just give them the bread and walk off. Or maybe a conversation gets started.
Right. Maybe they invite you in for coffee, tea, whatever.
Tea and crumpets.
It's crumpets.
We watched Dumb and Dumber
Recently. Yeah.
Crumpets.
And you guys become very good friends.
Or at least knowledgeable.
Right.
At minimum.
Right.
I mean, do they think at least, hey, yeah, it would probably be a good idea to get to know you?
Yeah. Know who your neighbors are.
Well,
What is it? Keep your friends closer.
Close, and your enemies
enemies
closer. In all honesty,
Yeah.
knowing what's going on is a very
Yeah.
good thing. Here's another. Okay, if you wanted to go a more preppery route, just knowing who's around and what's around you could be very good.
Yeah.
But I like to take the more neighborly route. So here's what I think is, if I know somebody's good at a thing and I'm not so good at a thing, why would I try to be doing that? Maybe I can figure a way that they can benefit from us.
Right.
And vice versa.
Right.
Like, for example, I'm kind of nerdy. So I build computers, I edit video, I make things with computers, and we're learning the homesteading thing. Right. So I'm not too proud to go to somebody who's been farming their whole life and say, okay, I don't know how to do this. How do you do this? Oh, you need help with your internet. That I got.
I can help debug your computer.
Yeah.
That I can do.
Don't go to those sites anymore. That's what did it. Okay. That's what did it.
Oh my gosh. I said debug, not.
No, I heard
like,
you.
Oh, brother.
There's usually only a very few number of reasons why viruses happen.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, sometimes it's innocent.
Yes.
But not largely.
You opened some weird email that you didn't know what it was. And
wait, who is this prince from over in Africa that wants to give me millions of dollars?
Don't click on links in weird emails that you don't know where they're from.
Yeah.
Just don't.
FYI.
Just FYI. Yeah.
FYI. Helpful tip.
Yeah.
So in all honesty, you can't buy this.
No.
You're going to have to build this. And when things start to unravel, this is going to be essential.
I know there's a lot of folks. Well, I don't like any of my neighbors.
Better at least know who they are and what they do.
At least know who they are and what they do. And you know what? In a pinch, you might just have to. Okay, don't take this the wrong way. Swallow your pride, and they may have to swallow their pride as well. And you guys will just have to work together
to get through it.
Yeah, and I apologize. I hope that's not offensive. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to upset anybody. I'm just saying that's something that we have to do in times of
think the Great Depression.
In crappy times.
Think the Great Depression.
Yeah.
People had to rely on each other. And that's what helped everybody get through.
Yeah.
So there it is, guys. Yeah. Now, that said, opening doors, maybe bake a loaf of bread or some cookies
or muffins or whatever.
Or whatever. And you know what? You can start by bringing those to our house. So we'll get to...
No.
No?
We don't need those things.
We have enough community.
No. Oh, brother.
So anyway, That's kind of what I wanted to say. Is there anything you want to add?
Nope.
All right. You guys have an amazing and blessed day.